Hi guys. I wasn't gonna do this video, and I tried to just not do it, but I guess it's on my head, so I figured I guess I'll do it. I just want to talk about the ever-recurring theme of hate, but not only that, love. Um, so here goes. First of all, hate is not a bad thing all the time. I just realized that today, actually. I was in Target, and this really cute girl was checking me out. I don't mean, I mean, running, running, whatever at the register, and she was totally cold to me, like so cold. She didn't even say anything to me hardly, and I got that vibe. But rather than discourage me, it lit a fire under my butt or something. It made me say, "Wait a minute, I'm cool. I'm Shirtless guy, and I'm gonna rock the world." So even coldness and distantness and hate and all and whatever is involved in that can actually be a motivator, and it can also make me turn inward and be like Sammy Hagar says in Van Hagar. He One of the songs is called "Mine All Mine." He goes, "Stop looking out, start looking in. Be your own best friend. Stand up and say, hey, this is mine, mine, all mine." And when I don't get love, sometimes it's a catalyst or a motivator for me to give myself love, and it actually helped me that she was so cold to me. I said, "Holy mackerel!" She was hot, but she was cold at the same time, like the song Rolling Stones. She's so cold. I'm so hot for her. I'm so hot for her. I'm so hot for her, but she's so cold. I love that song. Always have. Well, not always, but since 8th grade or high school or whatever. Whenever I liked it. And then I want to talk about. I'm still talking about hate right now. So there's another side to hate that I just want to address real quickly. I hate to do all this, but it's on my mind, so I guess I'll say it. I don't read the hate. I don't read the comments that much because most of it is hate. But one of the haters was saying, "Why do you call them haters if they're blank?" In other words, if they're what, telling the truth, what, have my best interest at heart, blah blah blah. Um, but it's I don't I think that when somebody says things to me that are mean and often not true, I think the least they can do is own up to that they're haters. So why do they get to say negative things and then just hide behind the mask of but they're right about it, so therefore they're not haters? Well, if I hate something, I may think I'm right and have my reasons, but it still doesn't mean I don't hate that thing. I can give it a good example here and there, of course. I mean, it would be easy to do that. I'm not going to give one, I don't think, but I don't know. If if I were to hate Donald Trump, I might have my reasons, but it would still be hate. And he gets a lot of hate, and so do I. And that's why one reason why I relate to him. And plus, he's exactly my dad's height, my adoptive dad's height, exactly 6'3". And yeah, I don't get to say, well, I'm right about my hate of Donald Trump, so therefore I don't hate Donald Trump. No, I either hate him or I'm indifferent or I like him. And when people write negative stuff about me, whether they think they're justified or right or true or even having my best interest at heart, LOL, doesn't mean they're not haters. Haters are haters, whether they say that they're on the right side or they say they're justified or say that they're right. It doesn't mean they're not haters. So there's that. And next, since I'm on this topic, but actually lovers, I you know, lovers often mean someone who's having sex, but if haters are haters, then why can't fans and friends be lovers? I don't know. Maybe not sexual at the time, but my lovers, my fans and friends also motivate me because then they make me think, oh wow, I really am good. I think I can do that. So what I'm learning is to get the best of any situation. If I get hate, it lights a fire in my butt and motivates me. If I get love, it makes me feel happy and that motivates me. So I'm really turning a 180 here, kind of. I'm kind of like going with the flow, and even the hate doesn't, not only doesn't phase, it doesn't just not phase me, it actually helps me because it makes me think, wow, I'm better than that. I can do this. And at the same time, the lovers make me say, wow, they think I can do it too. I agree with them. I can do it. So I'm learning how to make lemonade out of lemons and oranges out of orange juice out of oranges. And either way, I still get juice to drink in the metaphor, I think it's cool. Um, I actually think a lot of it's what's going on inside me. I'm maturing, I'm growing, I'm getting self-confidence. And the reaction of others is not the only or maybe even the prime catalyst. It's also that I'm doing good inside, I'm changing. One of the last straws, I hate to bring out one particular hate comment, but it was one of them that said that they didn't believe I was a juror. That they insinuated, they said, tell the truth, Jimmy, you were subpoenaed for stalking Amy and Andrew. And then, well, I just showed them the documents and I put them on, posted them, and they're wrong. Well, they're also wrong to say that I wear a wig. Hate doesn't have to follow a code. Hate can make up anything it wants because it's hate. Hate doesn't have to have a integrity. Hate doesn't have to stick to the facts or even the truth. Hate can use whatever it wants to get its message across or serve its purpose. And then it doesn't get to say, but I have your best interest at heart, Jimmy. I'm not a hater. Don't you dare call me a hater. No, I'll call you what I want, first of all. And second of all, I believe you are a hater. Anyway, so there's that. I hate to rehash the hate thing. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm really proud of myself for learning Crossroads last night. Maybe some of you think that my version wasn't that great or whatever. But first of all, well, you guys might not think that, but if you do, love you. If you do, this is just a hypothetical, rhetorical thing. Why don't you pick up a guitar and learn Crossroads? Give yourself 4 hours, learn it, and do better than me. That is a tough piece of music. And plus I had time crunch because I wanted to do it that night. I didn't want to wait till later to do it. It was already 9 o'clock when I started learning it. It took me till 1 to learn it, and then I needed to get it on tape before I got some sleep. So I think under the circumstances, I didn't do that badly, so whatever. I'm proud of it. I like it. I might do another take of it, but, if I feel it, I might. In fact, I know I could do better, but I'm not going to force it. The moderator says, don't chase the gremlin of creativity. It'll run from you. Just go with the flow. If the gremlin comes to me, tells me to do another take of Crossroads Duel, I'll do it. So, and I appreciate everybody bearing with me in the live this morning when I went over all the details of Crossroads. I painstakingly practiced every tidbit of it, at least the main parts, till I've got it under my fingers. So I'm more able to do a second take thanks to the live where I sat down with you guys for almost an hour and kind of plucked out all the important parts. There's some parts in there that I don't cover exactly, but those are mostly jamming parts and easy to learn and not that important. The main parts that stand out, I think I covered those. And no, I didn't do perfectly, but I think I was in the game, To my credit, first of all, great musicians. In fact, I've been to 2 clinics where the licks to Crossroads were praised. Would you like to know which 2 they were? One of them was Michelangelo Badio in 1988 or in 89. Said he loved the licks to Crossroads. There's that. And then I saw a clinic, Phil Upchurch, a jazz musician, jazz guitarist at the Claremont colleges when I was going to Harvey Mudd, and he said he loved the Crossroads jam. So there's 2 people that really were no slouches in music that gave praise to the Crossroads jam, and I don't think that many people are doing it justice or even have done it justice. So I'm happy with myself. I can do better, and I might, but give me a break, please. It was, first of all, it was 1:30 in the morning when I did that, and I just learned it. And because I wanted the fresh approach, I didn't go over it and practice it once over before I recorded it. I just learned it and then just did it off the top of my head. So, you know, I, I wanted it fresh, and I wanted to feel it, and I wanted to feel it rather than I'm going to practice it 100 times again and make sure I got every part right. I didn't take that approach. So anyway, anything else on my mind while I'm talking here? I'm happy with that. And I might want to throw in this detail. I'm transparent with you guys. I'm just going to throw in something that's maybe personal, but it's financial. I don't, I, you know, people consider money and sex private things that aren't to be talked about. Well, money and sex are probably all that's important in life. So not talking about money and sex probably means you're not going to say anything, which is probably what people want because they don't want to hear anything. Well, I'm not. I don't follow that. If I want to talk about money and sex, or money and or sex or whatever, I will. So here goes. Here goes about money. I own a home and the land, but I still have the loan to pay off. And it's 1440 square feet. It's a manufactured home. You know what? I've been told that by haters that I live in a trailer. Whatever. LOL. LOL. But I've owned it for almost 5 years, and I never had the guts or the inkling to look at the balance. In other words, what I still owe. It never came to me to do it, and I never had the guts to do it. I just paid every mortgage month. Well, last night it came to me to look at the balance. It just came to me that that's okay now. I can do that, and I did. And rhetorically, I asked everybody, guess what amount I owe less than to pay off my house? Ding, 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 ding. Guess anybody? Well, the answer is I owe less than $150,000 on my house. And that finally, looking at that and seeing that, made it manageable in my mind. Even if I tank everything, if everything just somehow goes south for me, I owe less than $150,000 to just outright own my house. And something told me to look at that last night, and it was comforting to me. At least it's manageable. At least I have my head around it. I can't get my head around much more than that. You know, if I owed $1 million, it would just be infinity to me. But less than 150,000, I can deal with that. So I'm happy. But please, for people that used to give me money, please don't think that. Please don't think that I'm just out of the woods and that I never need any more gifts. Because, well, yes, I showed that I had. What was it? I think I showed that I had 10 $20 bills in a video. Well, that wasn't to make a mockery of the gifts that were given me or to just flaunt my money. It was just to show that I mean what I say when I say I have money and I'm not pulling punches. I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to flash cash. You know, that's just not going to be my MO. If anybody feels like giving me money, I appreciate it. It would help me through and help me to keep my house, which I owe less than $150,000 on now, and keep my channel going. So I love you guys. Peace, rock and roll.